Bob's your uncle, everybody. My name's HotShot, and welcome to HotShot Reviews, and this is going to be my first ever Power Ranger review. Today we're going to be reviewing the Power Rangers Mystic Force Phoenix Unizord, which is just another Phoenix figure with a remold of Catastros. I have Catastros next to me, so I will be doing a comparison between them. Now, we best get into this fast, because my camera only lasts for 15 minutes, so let's get going. Magical source, Mystic Force. So before we take a look at the full unicorn, we're going to take a look at the new Phoenix character we get. Now with this Phoenix we get, it's basically the same mold, no changes except for the paint on the chest, belt buckle, and legs. For the legs you get gold around the side, on the top, around the sides of the shins, or ankles. New golden belt buckle and a new golden, if you hear crying, that's my sister, I'm sorry. New golden chest piece with golden crest around his head. Size comparisons is going to be kind of hard to do, but I'm going to try. So here is the Phoenix, and here is Korag with the Catastros set. They are roughly about the same size, but obviously they are not the same figure. Actually, I think the Phoenix is just a bit taller than... No, they're roughly the same size. Yeah. So I'm just going to Kazam out of the way. Abra-Kazooie! Ah, you gone! Alright, so articulation-wise, his arms can go do a full rotation. Arms go in and out. Head does not rotate. Legs go up. Legs go back. They go up this way, about that far, and that bends at a 90-degree angle. And if you want to, you can break his legs. Now, since he's the exact same mold as the other Phoenix we gotten, he basically still becomes a chest beat for the Mystic Megazord, but I do not have him. He's in one of my giant boxes. So we're just doing the Unizord today. And that's really all there is for him. So we'll get into the Mystic Force Unicorn Zord. So Abra-Kazooie! I turned him into a unicorn. Now it's basic. Now this is the Unizord. It is basically the exact same thing as Catastros, but only a different tail piece, different sword piece, and has this new attachment. Now before we get into all the stuff it does, we're gonna put him right here, and we're gonna do the size comparisons with Catastro. And there he is with Catastros. He's basically the exact same mold, but with white paint instead of the black. Same thing, but now he has a horn, and the blade on Catastros is like a rigid, and this guy's got a drill sort of detail. And the tails are different. As you can see, this one's more like a straight curved blade. Well, this is curved down and then curves right back up. And this one does come with a horn for the main megazord thing. Now, with this sword, you can give him 3 different forms. Well, 4 if you count the saddle mode. You get the Unicorn Zord, the Phoenix Saddle Mode, the Phoenix Uni Centaur, and the Phoenix Uni Megazord. So we're gonna get into that right now. So I'm gonna show you what this guy can do on his own. Then we're gonna do the Phoenix with him. So okay, so this thing basically has no articulation, and he has a bunch of screw holes just showing off from almost everywhere. The articulation he really has is here. He can have the horn pointing outward or facing down a bit more if you want. Tail can just get a little wiggly movements. And the only articulation in the legs is here, but that's all for the transformation. It's just meant to be that thing. Now, if you have this thing and you didn't get this at a car boot sale where you just got the corn, you can make this guy sit on it. So if you get him into the sword configuration, and if you just fold that down a bit, you can see there's 2 pegs here, and they're clips on top, and you would just sit him on top of them, and then you would just flip the piece down and get him sitting on it. Now, I'm pretty sure you saw this in the intro, so really, that's really much it, and there's no change whatsoever in it. So now we're just going to go into Centaur mode. So what you're going to do is going to decapitate the unicorn, remove the head again and fold this piece into. It's like you fold this up, then this down, and then you take the handle, bring it up. And now there's a little thing right in here that you will pull, and you get a little handle. And then you take the unicorn, and if you haven't already, strain the horn out. And then there's a hole here, and a peg at the top of this, so just peg in, and you got a spear. Sorry. Then you would take the phoenix, get him back into a weird standing position, and then just spread his arms out, or put him facing straight up in the sky. Next, you would open up the two panels at the front, and as you see, there's two pegs here, there's a peg here, and there's a little indent here where this peg would go. So you just ready, so, and if I can get this in camera, if I have this right, just push. There you go. And then you just close this up. You get a tire locking mechanism, and that's basically it for Centaur. But you can give him this as a weapon. This peg will go into his fist, so you would have it just this peg here into. 1 second, can I get this in the frame? Peg there. So just try and get it in there, and then you have. I'd like to call this the Centaur lance formation, as this is like a giant lance that a knight would use. Now, once again, no real difference is the fact that he's just a figure with a horse butt. Now, if you do have Korag, you can do the same. So we just remove this and remove him. Just get Korag in there. He has the same pegs as the Phoenix, so basically it's basically the same thing, except now you have the Wolf Knight in there. And I have to say, that actually looks pretty good. Now, we'll get into the Phoenix Unizord, and as what I like to call it, the Wolf Megazord. And I got his foot stuck, damn it. There we go. So, there we go. Now, if you haven't already, you would pull this peg, push that peg down, and that's it for the spear. Next, you would put the Phoenix inside, and get them all pegged in, and there you go. And you would take the tail and break it off, and then you would rotate this entire section so you get the face, and then just bring the horn out. My sister is not happy today. Next, bring the legs up, fold them into the butt, and then you bring these silver pieces down. They just soft tab in place. And next, you would take these pieces, and they are just held in place by this peg into that hole, and it would just like there's a hole there, and there's a peg here. If you can see it here, that will go in there, being a nice, easy connection. And you would do the same with the other side. Then you would rotate them around so it gives them legs. Next, I'm probably going to have to raise my camera up. That's what I don't like doing. I feel like I'm going to turn my camera off. And my thing is very, very loose. So next, for the top half, you would separate the back legs, and they are very loose. Bring this up a bit, and you would take this panel and bring it down. Next, you would take it, rotate it, and you would push down and bring up. Wait, silly me. Then first you fold this head in. Then you would take these front panels, just bring them around like that. Then you bring it up, and there are two pegs in the back here that will go into two holes right there. It doesn't hold it in super securely, but it stays in there. And that's really much. And you would just take this head, and there is two holes here, and there's pegs right there, and you would just stick those in to give it a tight connection. And to make it even tighter, there are pegs here, and there are clips inside the Phoenix's arms where you would just plug it inside. And my one only works on one side because my right side one is broken. And that's it for the Phoenix Unizord. Now, it is once again basically like the Catastros formation with the Phoenix. And, yeah. And, oh, you can get him to hold his spear. It's just this handle piece would just clip in here. And there you go. Now, my joints on most of the arms are loose, so he can't really hold the spear upwards, so I kind of keep it down, unless you want to do that. There you go. Now, this might not be so accurate, because I'm pretty sure he holds the spear with the unicorn head facing forward. Now, it's a very nice figure. I like the gold on it. It's very good, very popping. Now, he's got barely articulation. He just goes like that, and then rotation at the head, and that's it. Now, I can't do a size comparisons with Catastrophes because I don't got him in wolf mode. So now we're just going to be doing this quick. I'm going to dismantle it, and we're going to do the Korag formation. Ready, set, go! Okay, so we have the figure dismantled. Now, we're just going to take... And I broke it! Crap! Yeah, so we're going to do Korag. Now, Korag is basically just getting him into his wolf megazord configuration, which is basically folding out his head. Taking the shield, and taking this port and putting it into his chest, like so, and bending his arms. And I'm going to be doing this in my Catastrophes review later, so yeah, you're going to see what's going to happen. So you just do that, and fold the handle down of the sword, if you didn't already. Now, you basically would put him inside here, like so. And then you would take the unicorn head, and as you see, it's a nice little face here. And what I like to do is just bring that around. So, and there's a peg here, and there's a hole on top of Korag's stump, and you just put that there. Then you would take this, fold it around, bring it around, and there's a pole here and a peg there. So you would just take it, bring it in place, rotate, and there you go. And then you would just obviously get him to hold it. I don't know which way I like it more. There we go. And here we have what I like to call the Wolf Uni Megazord Wolf Unicorn Megazord configuration. Or Sartorius Unicorn Megazord. And I have to admit, this is a nice one, and it just basically has the same articulation, except he has no rotation in the head at all. Sorry, I need a drink. So that's really been it for the review. There's nothing really much I can tell you. The articulation's the same, and you can combine it with Korag. Now, we'll be doing the Catastrophes review very soon, so stay tuned for that. And if you like this video, please click the like button. And if you wish me to do any more reviews, please comment down below. And if you're new and you enjoy my channel, please subscribe. This is HotShot. I'm saying Bob's your uncle. This is the Power Rangers Mystic Force Uni Megazord review. This is HotShot saying peace out. Goodbye.